Jim Edwards here for the MMA Latest Daily, where we answer your questions that you send to us using the hashtag MMA Latest. And let's get straight to the questions today. And the first one comes in from JL Segara, who wants to know whether I saw World Series of Fighting 24 on Saturday, where Nick Newell retired. Now, for those of you that don't know, Nick Newell is a mixed martial artist who was born with a congenital amputation of his left arm, which effectively meant that his arm wasn't fully developed when he was born. It was actually cut off just below the elbow. Now, if any of you are ever looking for motivation to overcome like a difficulty, or you're struggling for motivation to do something in your life, just look at what Nick Newell did. This was a guy that just didn't believe in his disability, and just effectively, when he was at school, he was a real superstar wrestler of his high school. He then went on to have a really successful mixed martial arts career, which obviously ended at the age of 29 on Saturday at World Series of Fighting 24, where he said in a really emotional interview, I plead you just to go watch it and see the emotion on his face and how much it just really hurt him to say, all these years of physical demand on my body is just taking too much, and I just want to exit the sport whilst I'm in good physical shape so that I can really dedicate myself to my family for the rest of the time. And I just can't just give you a greater sense of what a really motivational guy this was, and how we should all really look up to him and what he achieved in the sport. So from everyone at MMALatestNews.com, Nick, all the best. Thank you for some just great inspiration that we can all take forward, and all the best in all your sort of future endeavours. So I guess on to question 2 now, and to lighten the mood a bit. This question comes from @Vinnie Craig. What did you make of Ronda Rousey's mum's comments towards her coach Edmund? Now, if you guys didn't see that as well, late last week, Ronda Rousey's mum came out with a tirade against her coach Edmund Tarverdian, where she said that he was effectively a bad man and that she wanted to run him over in her car. Now, if you discard all the way that it was headlined by all the MMA websites and about running him over, discard all the silliness and have a look at some of the other comments which were sitting behind that real headline. She said that he was effectively really lucky for Ronda to come into the gym, and that he effectively wasn't a particularly good coach and hadn't progressed her skills much. Now, newsflash to Ronda's mum, I think any coach would be lucky for an athlete the calibre of Ronda Rousey to come to the gym. Well, I don't think we can blame Edmund for that. What I do think we should consider, though, is, on Ronda Rousey's mum's side, is that this is not the first time that we've heard that Edmund isn't the most capable coach. We've never had such a high-profile character, however, come out and sort of give us that sort of insight into how skilled he actually is. So I say, Vinny, let's wait on this one. Let's see if anyone else comes out who's been coached by Edmund, to see whether these comments and allegations really hold up before we make our own judgments. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And the last question comes in from Darren, my friend actually, Darren Macken from Ireland, and he wants to know, Jim, what does the winner of Joseph Duffy and Dustin Poirier go on to next? Now, what a question this is, Darren. I've been thinking about this one all day, and all I can say is, if I'm Joseph Duffy and Dustin Diamond Poirier, I go in the octagon on Saturday night. I try my best, obviously, to win that fight, but I really put on a good show, and I want to come out of that in the best health possible. Why? Because there are three big fights coming in the 155 division in the next few months, where if I'm Dustin Poirier or Joseph Duffy, I feel really confident about slotting into as a late replacement and really making a run at that top 5. So in December 11th, we have Tony Ferguson versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. What a fight that is, and we're not even talking about it. On the last fight card of the year, in December, we have Rafael dos Anjos versus Donald Cowboy Cerrone for the 155 title. Now, Duffy and Poirier won't be put in as a replacement for a title run, no. But that's a real high status, high caliber match they can easily slot into, and what names they would be. And the last one, in January, headlining the Boston event, we have Anthony Pettis versus Eddie Alvarez. Two massively injury prone stars there. So you can just see there are several fights where Poirier or Duffy could slot in so easily by just putting a good showing on Saturday. Let's do it. I cannot wait to get to Dublin tomorrow. I hope you guys are really going to enjoy all the coverage I'm going to put together for you. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you please subscribe to our channel because we've got great content coming up for the rest of the week. I will see you guys later in Dublin, SYF.